And we are live. Hello, people from all around the world. We are here today with our dear Susan Schwartz, who is an instructor of the Mary Burmeister Institute, an international instructor known in many places. She has taught all over the world. Thank you, Susan, for being here with us today.
Thank you so much, Ali, for facilitating our webinar. It's very important that we all connect at this very unusual time for everyone in the world.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yes, and welcome everyone. For those of you who know Jin Shin Jyutsu, for those of you who are just being introduced to Jin Shin Jyutsu, it's really a way for us to connect not only with each other, but for deep within ourselves. At this time that's never happened before, what's happening in the world, it's creating so much uncertainty, so much fear, so much nervousness. I really felt today that we could focus on strength, resilience, and gratitude. Let's begin while I introduce what we're going to do by first holding our left little finger with our right hand. And Ali's going to present some images so that you can see that you can hold your little finger in any way that is comfortable for you. The most important thing is that you remember this is lovingly. We want to love ourselves, not hold it so tight. The world is being held so tight. We don't want to be able to relax within the moment of our breath. So as everybody holds their finger, their little finger, I'd like you just to exhale and inhale, to be connected to that source that brings life to our body, our breath, the air we breathe. This unusual time brings up a lot of attitudes. Our attitude is the key that harmonizes us to the really vast universe. Mary Burmeister, our teacher, who has the lineage from Jiro Murai and shared it with Haruki Kato, taught us that the body is affected by the air, the actions, and our thoughts. This makes up every moment of our daily lives. And we have the tools to be in harmony with the universe. We can utilize our fingers. And today we're going to do a very simple sequence that's going to unlock attitudes so that it can harmonize us to the deepest level of our being, the internal space that connects each one of us. I'd like you to take a moment to close your eyes, to feel the connection of your breath flowing throughout your body, going from your head all the way down to your toes, and from your toes back up to your head. And as you breathe, watch the rise and fall of your chest. Practice this in a way that is normal, relaxing, without effort. You feel the settling of your breath, the dropping of your shoulders. Our world has been told that we need to have physical distance. And yet, we're connecting socially on our webinars. We're connecting to each other and to ourselves. Jin Shin Jyutsu is about our personal awareness with compassion. Compassion for ourselves, acknowledging where we are and what we're feeling, and yet not allowing that feeling to disrupt the deep harmony that we all have. We're not isolated from each other. We're all connected in the oneness that connects each one of us. As we continue to hold our left little finger, you might feel the beginning of warmth and energy coming to the middle of your chest as your lungs expand and exhale. This helps us let go of those insecurities. It's a time that people are not sure what's happening in the world. When this pandemic ceases and we can go back to our normal lives. And yet, what a wonderful gift this is for us to have time for ourselves. Time that we don't necessarily take for ourselves. Time to heal. Time to be. Time to acknowledge ourselves. Watch your breath. Know that everything is okay when we let go of our nervousness, when we feel the safety inside us. When we go to that center of our chest, which is our heart center, where the fire of life is. This little finger connects us to that fire. To our inheritance, to the perfection of all life and all being. As you feel this calmness moving through every part of your body, I want you to remember that this is who we are. This is our gift. Without efforting, without doing, just being. Do you feel yourself settling down, becoming quiet? With the worries and the fears of the world dropping away? As we connect with each other we create the power to have change, the strength, the compassion. And in this very simple sequence, let's now move to our ring finger, holding our ring finger of our left hand. Ale will present a slide so you could see that it's very simple. It's another loving touch of wrapping your fingers around, of your right hand, around the ring finger of your left hand. See what a difference this feels like. You might feel a pulsation in your fingertips. You may feel more of an expansion of your lungs. As this ring finger relates to air and our breath and the filling of our lungs and the letting go so that we can receive the next breath. When we're frightened, when we're scared, our breath changes. It's no longer in that harmonious rhythm. With this simple sequence, we can return to that harmony. It's such a gift. Follow your breath. Let go of any thought that comes into your mind. And just come back to focusing on the breath. Jin Shin Jyutsu is very simple. Holding our fingers, we always have them. Mary would say you can't leave home without them. And now that we are all in our homes, hankering down, it gives us time to be with ourselves, to help ourselves. To let go of the attitudes that cause disharmony. Change our breath. Change the energy, the energetic field all around us. The purity of fire, the purity of air. The images of the earth now from outer space are showing that the pollution is dissipating. The air quality is improving. As we stop our lives, center back at home, the home that's deep inside us, allowing us time to dwell within. So many of us in our day-to-day lives don't take time to go back home, to go inside, to connect with the fire in the air that is our gift of life. where we put our minds, what our focus is, has an effect on us. We call them attitudes or emotions. We need to look at our language that we use. So many people have used words recently that create fear, that create tension. As you watch your breath, focus on the harmony, the words that bring you peace. And when we have peace inside, we extend that energy beyond ourselves, beyond the physical flesh of our bodies. And then we connect as oneness all over the world. Let's now change and hold our right little finger with our left hand. In Jin Shin Jyutsu, we talk about that the right side of our body is our present day, what's happening right here and now. And whatever is happening right here and now in relationship to all the stress, the insecurities, connects to all the old insecurities, the fears that we've carried throughout our lives. It's always easier to clean right here and now. So you might feel a difference between holding your left little finger and your right little finger. Watch your breath. Watch your mind. What a gift to be able to stop and just be together. To connect and unite in the harmony, the peace, the resilience that each one of us shares, holds within each of us. The power of connecting to one another expands energy and creates change. I was dreaming last night of the 100th monkey theory and how when something starts in one part of the world, how in a whole another space around the world, the same thing starts happening. We've always needed change on Earth. We needed to be able to cooperate with one another. We needed to share our love and compassion for one another. To not operate so independently, but to create interdependence, to create a space where we reach out to each other from a place of warmth, heart, and soul, from loving kindness without fear, in the purity of all the energy that creates us. Positiveness, stillness, lovingness. And now let's move to our right ring finger. Thank you. We have the tools. We have the tools to bring peace and harmony within us. So simple. Do you feel the calm? Do you feel that warmth in your chest, in your heart center? That space right in the middle of your sternum, expanding out, bringing light to your heart and your lung, strengthening them to improve the circulation of our being with air and blood. These times are often thought of by some as the darkest of times. But for me, by doing these simple sequences and the tools of self-help of Jin Shin Jyutsu, I can bring light to this situation. I can find the joy of connecting with each one of you from all over the world as we participate together. Let's let go of our fear. Stay together. Be united in love, security, peace, and compassion. Let us reach out to each other so we can help remind ourselves of how we can stay connected, how we are one, and how we can help ourselves. Today, being with you was a true gift for me. I could feel the power so much more expansive than when I'm just practicing on my own. As we practice together, the power expands beyond my imagination, beyond my awareness, beyond my knowing. I want to thank you so much for the gift of being together. I look forward to other times that we'll share. We'll be on every day, except for Saturdays, where our faculty will be sharing more self-help and time for us to practice together.
Thank you, Susan. I'm in lack of words right now. Heart has expanded, my shoulders dropped, and I hope that our whole community is benefited from this practice. The replay of this video is going to be available on YouTube in a few minutes. So if you want to share with friends or family, and if you're a practitioner, even with your clients, we're not seeing clients in person at this moment in many places. So you can share the gift of practicing self-help so we can stay and harmonizing ourselves. And as Susan said, changing the vibration from fear to love, to light. On behalf of Jin Shin Jyutsu, thank you very much for being here with us today. Tomorrow there's more at the same time. You'll also receive an email with the replay link if you want to follow the chat. Okay? And so, Susan, thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Be safe, right? Let's practice not social distancing, but physical distancing, and stay connected socially, right? From our heart center.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.